Okay, I'm back again for another excursion into Del Rivers music collection, number 4 today. 4, not 3. I got a couple of groups that I'm going to get into, which are pretty interesting. Something that's kind of new that came out at the end. First one I want to do is I went to the Whole Lot of Shakin's 40th anniversary on WRUR. They had a 40th anniversary get together at a bar restaurant, just a small thing for close friends. And we talked about this guy a lot. Let's see if I can get it here. It's Luther. Luther and the BBBs. Popular upstate New York group with Doug Cox Davies or Doug Davies Cox or something like that. That was his first single on Jargon Records. You're Making Me Cry. That was the A side, and the B side was what? Where is it? No, it's Turn My Head. You're Making Me Cry and Turn My Head. The back is the same as the front, right there. Okay. Another single by the BBBs, which I own, is a later issue. It's You Can Get There From Here, or something like that. You can get there in peace of your heart. You can get there in peace of your heart, and a extra song on there. I think it's called Knee Wash. The members of this grouping of BBBs, there was like probably 2 or 3 different groups of BBBs, but Luther was the main guy, Luther Holtzman. He played guitar and vocals, and they also had John Sherwood on drums, Ken Peters, and Hank Blast Ed Caruth. That's the second CD they came out with. They had a couple of cassettes too, which I don't have with me here. But I think I got the one cassette. It was like a compilation. And the obvious one, the Christmas. Are You Ready for Christmas? By Luther and the BBBs. This featured a lot of the guys from the Insiders, like Walt O'Brien and Jim Lampert. Well, actually, it has Luther, Jim Lampert, Bob Janik, and Dave DeSpirito, and Gene LaLoggia on percussion. Here's the backside. If you can see that. I'm trying to get it to focus in a little bit. He actually signed my copy over there. Merry Christmas. Bob Janik, Jim Lampert, Dave DeSpirito. It's Insiders backed BBBs. And all the video footage can be found on this. Best of the BBBs. DVD includes live performances from 1991 to 1992. And a great song on there is In My Mind. It's a video of Luther and the BBBs, In My Mind. I put it together for him if you want to see it on YouTube. It's a nice song. It's one of his best songs. This has like 39 live clips and rare unseen photos. So it's a pretty good comp. It's a good comp of Luther and the BBBs. Let's see, I got that. Oh, I'm going in reverse here. And I think this is still, some of these are still available, but we got Volume 1 of the BBBs. Best of. Let me get my fingers out of the way. Best of the BBBs. They did a lot of Beatle covers, Bobby Fuller 4, stuff like that. They're pretty cool. And in the New Wave days, they were kind of like a New Wave 60s type garage band when they first started. Let's see. This is, God, it's just too much glare in there. This is the back side. There's Luther. And it's the best of the BBBs. And they had he had enough stuff to do a volume 2 of the BBBs. He kept the same cover, but this is volume 2, second volume of Best of the BBBs. Some more songs. I actually co-wrote 2 songs on here. Everybody Else's Girl, and what was the other one? Well, let me see. Pretty Girls too. Mr. Know-It-All, yeah. I should have known that. Mr. Know-It-All and Everybody Else's Girl. We co-wrote those together. And sadly, he passed away a few years back. But you know, the recordings remain. And believe it or not, there's up to volume 11 of all the Luther stuff that's in the possession of his sister right now. We're trying to get it so maybe in the future we can get them all recorded and released officially, or at least some of the songs from those. In fact, there's tapes of me on that stuff that I still have yet to retrieve, playing drums. That's best instrument I sort of know how to do. Here's a surprise thing. This is from the BBBs without Luther. It's Go Buffalo by the Shakin' Bones. They do some cover songs for Buffalo Bills. It's like an EP. It has like 2 of the guys from the BBBs, John Sherwood and Kenny Peters, with Dave Clegg, I believe, playing guitar. 4-song EP that's still available if you go to any good record store in Rochester. Let's see what else you got here. Do I have anything else? Alright, we'll go into the next subject. We're already past the 7-minute mark, so I gotta hurry this up a little bit. Well, we'll start with Lost in Space. We're going to talk about Billy Mumy, but he's not called Mummy, it's Mumy. Billy Mumy. He gets upset when people call him Mummy. He was in Lost in Space for a few years when he started out, as well as Twilight Zone. And some of the albums I got by Billy Mumy, there's some good ones right here. There's this one, Pandora's Box, Billy Mumy. This is another one here with Big Ideas. He took a picture of from NASA, the moon shot there, with Big Ideas, Bill Mumy. And well, this is the newest one I have. I don't have the super new stuff, but this is like the last one I picked up was Velour. There's Billy with his sunglasses on, signed it and everything. I met him at a comic book convention, of all places. He works on a lot of comic books. Of course, involved with Lost in Space, and he's also on the Lost in Space, the new version of it on TV. Let's see if we can get these two. He, let's see, I'm missing that one. What happened to it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, he also works with a favorite band of ours, also a Beatle connection. You know, this is the Greatest Hits of America. It's hard to see that. America. With George Martin. George Martin's on the, I'd say, the earliest hit stuff. That's on the back here. You can see the back. But he's done a lot of stuff, or America has done a lot of stuff after the George Martin material with Billy Mumy. This is an example. This is Gary Beckley's 5 Mile Road, which he has a few Billy Mumy songs on there. Here's the listing. I think 1 or 2 songs by Billy Mumy. Usually a couple of songs by Billy Mumy appear on most of the America stuff just of recently. You know, like Everything After Human Nature. I forgot to get that CD. That's a really good one. But Billy Mumy writes some of the outstanding stuff that he's been doing. Other people have been working with America too. I think it's Ryan Adams, not Brian Adams, but Ryan Adams. He's a popular co-writer with America as well. And this is another group. You're familiar with the Bangles. They came out with Ladies and Gentlemen, the Bangles. That's a good CD. And also the Cowsills. That's their new one. Now, this is the thing I bring up the Cowsills and the Bangles because I believe it's Debbie Peterson and the drummer for the Cowsills, who used to drum with the Beach Boys. Be damned if I can remember his first name. It was Bob Cowsill or Robert. I can't remember. But anyway, him, Debbie Peterson from the Bangles, and Billy Mumy are in a new group called the Action Skulls. Now, I don't have the CD, but if I send away for it, I'll show that, to show that CD. Action Skulls sound really good. Sound like a modern group, but with the roots of the groups that they follow, like the Beatles and anything kind of jangly sounding. Especially with Billy Mumy, is really good. Good with the Birds kind of thing. It's pretty cool. Okay, I think that's it. Was there anything else? Well, that's 11 minutes. It's a good amount of time. We'll see you next time with Dell's collection, Dell's record collection, number 5. Have a good one.